Hey guys, so I'm back on. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's been going on, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about my experience on sales work. Working for an actual sales company. I have done sales work on the side. If you guys been following me, you guys will see that I did do it on my own, but I was kind of doing it my methods, and then also I've had a little bit of experience, but it wasn't full on. The actual job was just sales, so I finally did, and I've always wanted to know what it's like. And so I worked there for 2 weeks, and then I got severely sick, and I was out for this whole week. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about it. Pretty much I got door-to-door sales. I was thinking, this would be really fun to try this out. I thought it would be very simple and all that. And, so it turned out that very long hours. So how this company worked was probably from, I was waking up super early in the morning, and I wouldn't get home till 9:30 the latest. It was around 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. And then I would wake up and do the same thing again. And I was working 6 days out of the week, so it was more like 10 or 11 hours for 6 days straight. And I was thinking to work that many days, so that way I would up my chances on getting the appointment. So what I was doing was I was lead generator, and I was going door to door and making appointments for HVAC company, pretty much. And so when I make the appointments, the person that sold the ACs would go and start selling to that person because they knew they were interested. And so that's kind of what I was supposed to do, just set up the appointment, and then that was it. But the problem when I was doing that was people were canceling on me the day of, or they just would not pick up their phone to confirm the appointment. And so it was very frustrating. So I did not get paid a lot of the time because people would forget about the appointment, something came up, or just they would change their mind, and it was very frustrating. I pulled in a lot of people and all that, and I love the sales job. It was just that it was outside, and it's been 104 degrees outside every single day. And being outside for it was about like 7.5 to 8 hours straight of just being in the heat, and my body was just taking a toll from it. 6 days straight being in the heat, not getting home till 9:30. I would eat something and then go straight to bed and then repeat. And love the atmosphere, love the vibes of the place, and constant learning, but it was just taking a toll on my body because of the heat was just so strong. And I was thinking that I could just push past it, but there were points where it would rain randomly, and on the weather app it wouldn't say it's raining, and so it would rain randomly 30 minutes or an hour. And so my feet would be in sneakers, and the rain would come down and it would get all mushy, and so the rest of the day I would walk in shoes that were mushy. And I have feeling maybe that brought down my immune system or something like that, and I thought I could just push through it, but my body was just not having it because in the morning my throat was burning and I lost my voice, and my symptoms got worse and worse. So I have to put a lot of thought into my health and all that. I definitely love sales work, but it isn't worth my health and all that, so I have to think about that. But yeah, what it looks like is you're waking up, well, for me, like 7:30, and then you're gonna, I live 30 minutes out, so I would drive there, and then they would have a class there'd be training first for an hour, and then there would be a class right after, another hour, and then you would have lunch, another hour, and then you would go out in the field, and you would be out for, 4 to 5 hours, and then you would have a break, max an hour. Sometimes it would be like 40 minutes or so, and then to cool down, and then you would go back out and do the rest, 2 to 3 hours out in the field again. And then you drive back from the field, and sometimes the field was 30 minutes out or so you would drive back, and you would go and you would leave and all that. And so basically there's groups and all that, and you pile in a car, and then you go and you stay with that group for the rest of the day, and then you go and they have you, it's already pre-assigned your partner that you're with the day, so that way you guys can keep motivating each other, because when you are on your own, it's hard to keep up with the motivation and the positivity when you're getting constant rejections. And so I kind of get where they're coming from with having a partner and all that. I thought that was pretty darn smart, and having that group together in the car, so that way you guys would keep up with the momentum. So I thought that was pretty darn smart, and I love the positive vibes and all that. But yeah, the heat it's something here, guys. It's something. Let me tell you, the heat is very rough. But yeah, that is my experience in the sales world. I would love to be back in the sales world, just not being outside so much, because it's just very hard on the body and all that. And I'm starting to realize that probably when it comes to sales, what I would prefer is it's a one transaction deal instead of a commitment deal, and then they forget or something happens or lose interest, blah, blah, blah. And so I think that when it comes to sales, I do very well when it comes to one transaction, and then that's it. So yeah, there's that. So while I was sick, I was like really stressed out because I was out for a while, and I wasn't really doing much and all that, and I couldn't talk and all that. So I went and did so this business model that I came up with was actually meant for way later in the line. Like I said, I came up with these business models long time ago, like long ago. And I had it preset in my mind how every business model was going to go and the time frame, but I'm starting to realize that the way that I have it planned out was very difficult, I suppose. So the first business model, organizing, cleaning, it required a lot more, I believe, money in it, and because it was a lot, and it was a little harder to go and keep up the momentum when it's just one person running everything, because running the socials, running all the services and the sales work and the website and and then just keeping up with the demand was just very hard to do one person, and I realized I would have to hire people, but I didn't have the finances to back me up for that. So I had to change up my business model, and so I've been just figuring out a lot of different things and all that, and trying out switching up different business models. So my second business model that I discussed was the vending machine, and realizing that coming up with the finances for that is a little rough and all that. But yeah, and then so I'm trying to figure out a different business model so that way I can come up with the amount for the second business model. So the print-on-demand business model that I came up with while I was that I went and created this print-on-demand idea was supposed to be way later. It was supposed to be, I believe, maybe my probably my fifth or sixth. I think it was going to be my fifth or sixth business model later down the road, but it definitely is, well, I think a easier business model versus the others. So I am just gonna carry out the print on demand idea, and I'm just gonna keep going for that because it's not I think it would create the passive income that I would like to come up with the finances for the second business model is my hopes for it. But yeah, I really, I think that the, this business model is a lot, manageable and all that. So I am doing that. That's kind of why I went and changed everything completely on my Instagram and all that. I think that, what I want to do for print on demand is that it's there's gonna be like subcategories and all that on certain sayings. So like one was so first one was, it's just like a problem that I have dealt with and the sayings that I kind of have said to myself to help me out in life, and so I think it'll help you guys out in life. So I've dealt with a lot of like people that follow me around, like creepy guys will follow me around or stare or whatever, or so I think that I'm not the only one that has dealt with this, and so my sayings on the print on demand stuff I think will help people that have been in situations, because I have people that have followed me by foot and followed me by car sometimes, and so I think that it will help you guys to know how to navigate those types of situations. So there was this one time where I was not this car but a different car, where I was like driving and my windows weren't tinted, and so yeah, I had like people follow me around, like guys and all that, and yeah, it's a little scary and all that. So, in my old car, ended up getting it tinted and all that, and I didn't have any issues anymore when it came to that kind of situation. But yeah, it's just sometimes I don't know. There's just been like scary situations and all that, and I want others people to know you're not alone. So like if I'm at a park or something, and like sometimes like some guys will like follow me and all that. So yeah, I just think that I kind of put a spin on it where it's like kind of funny, the sayings and all that, but like it's advice and all that for people that have experienced this kind of situation. But yeah, I've been told the things that I say are a little like like, oh, did she just say that? And yes, I did just say that. So that's why I named this business, what did she just say? Because a lot of the time people will ask, did she just really say that? Yes, I did just say that. So but yeah, so if you are interested in seeing my new business model, print on demand, then go check it out. I have it linked onto my bio. And yeah, I'm just trying to work on, making it a little better on Instagram and getting it noticed and all that. But I just started and I was like sick and all that. But I was like, I gotta do something and all that. But yeah, I just think this new business model is really fun and interesting. The things that I'll be coming up with. So this first subcategory would be, get the creeps away. And then another one is mantras. So mantras on like, keeping a positive mind and all that, working hard and all that. These are the things that I say. I'm working on this and like designing and all that. So but yeah, it's gonna take time and all that, and I've been sick, just trying to get back in the groove and all that, just trying to figure out what I want to do. But yeah, I am still continuing on, I'm still continuing looking for a job and all that, because having an outside job is great, but it is very taxing on the body and all that, and I can't just keep getting sick. Like, it just is not smart and all that. But yeah, I just I'm planning, I'm hoping I can be on YouTube more. I do want it to be a job for me. That's always been my dream, so that way I can travel around the world and share my experiences and teach people things, and to go and talk to you guys. Love the comments, guys. Sorry, I just, working 2 weeks straight, 10 to 11 hours every day it's hard to, do that and be on social media and all that. And I really want to try to get this to take off so I can do the things that I want to do and try out my business models. But yeah, I'm realizing I need to change things around and keep moving forward. And it's okay, not everything has to be exactly the way you have it in your mind, and all that. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm just looking around for what else is out there. And I just hope that one day the right job comes to me and I love it, so I can just do that and do YouTube and do whatever entrepreneur endeavor that I really want to do, and then just be able to travel around the world and be able to share all the things that I learn and all that. But yeah, so yeah, guys, this is my experience on sales work, a little bit more on where I'm headed, and just trying to see where my focus is going to be next.